Hi there guys, it's IDanielTech and we're back with another one. Now, WWDC had just happened then at the start of this week and there was some fantastic new software coming that's been mentioned. Unfortunately, no hardware were mentioned. That is a bit of a disappointment, but I do believe they're going to wait for this till the end of this year then. In September's special event is usually where they mention any new hardware. We should see some stuff like some MacBooks, phones. I don't think it'll be a watch, but that is all to wait for. Now, WWDC, like I say, then happened at the start of this week and there were some fantastic new software. So there were new software on the watch, there was new software on the Mac, which they've now changed the name to come in line with everything else. And there was also some new software then for the phone itself, which is going to be iOS 10. What I thought was my 5 top best features throughout the whole of the conference. Now, the first one I want to touch on then is called SOS. Now, I think, given in light of recent events that's happened in America and obviously around the world this year so far, I do believe this is an excellent option, especially for iPhone users anyway, to have into the phone. So SOS, what it's basically going to do is, you'll slide over to where your medical card normally is and there'll be an SOS button. You can press that and what it'll do is it'll text everyone on your contacts, it'll show them your location of where you are on a map, but it'll also do something a lot more special than that. It'll also contact the emergency services for the country that you're in. Now, it doesn't matter then if you've gone to China or if you've gone to Japan, for instance, and you don't know what their emergency service number is, because the iPhone does, that's correct. The iPhone will know what country you are in and it will select the right emergency service number, so your emergency services will still get contacted. Now, another feature then that was mentioned is Swift. And so what I mean by this is that Swift was mentioned as a whole and there's going to be a new application that's coming down. It's going to be available on the iPads. Now, Tim Cook himself did say that he thinks that this should be part of the curriculum within schools, and you know what, I do actually agree with him. The way that society or the world is now moving, this is something that is particularly important in knowing how to program computers. Programming can actually open up a lot of revenues, of which they're going to, but I don't want to bore you with that. So this Swift application then is mainly aimed at children. What it's going to do is going to allow them to be able to learn program. There's going to be lessons inside there. There's templates that are already set out by Apple that's going to allow you to go through the lessons, and through each lesson obviously you'll learn more and more coding, which then in turn hopefully they'll be able to adapt to the real world in years to come, and they'll be able to start programming with Swift. Now, another piece of software then that was mentioned was for the watch itself. Now, we're currently running Watch OS 2.0 and this is going to be for then Watch OS 3.0. Now, the Watch OS 3.0 is going to make the watch considerably faster. Now, I think what's happened here is that Apple's realised that the processor inside the watch could actually do a lot more, a lot faster than they currently set it at. And so what it seems like they've done is open that up. They did show a demonstration of OneFootball in which Apple did show in the conference, and they showed you that opening up. And it obviously on the current software takes quite a while to load the information in, and then they showed you what it's going to be like on the Watch 3.0 software, and basically it's there, it's instant. So that is something I'm really excited to get a hold of. I can't wait for that to come out. Now, another bit of software that they've added in, or feature if you like, is more of a continuity one. And I think this is something I'm probably going to use myself, and this is copy and paste. Now, you may be confused thinking copy and paste has been around for God knows how long. But this is a bit more special than just your standard copy and paste. So what you can be doing, for instance, say I'm working on a Pages project on my MacBook or my iMac, and then I've got a photo or an image on my iPad that I want to use in that project. What I can do is I can go over to my iPad, click copy, go to the iMac, click paste, and you've got it. Boom, the image is right there, and I think that was magical when they showed it in the conference. Absolutely fantastic. So again guys, this is the last feature I want to talk about, and again, mentioning continuity, this moves me on to my last feature or bit of software that I want to talk about right now, and that basically is the fact that they're putting into the operating system, or the Mac operating system, the option to be able to get there and unlock your Mac without a password. And you're wondering how that's going to work. And basically the way that's going to work is that you'll walk up with an authorised device, and in this instance they gave the Apple Watch as an example. I don't know if this is going to work with your phone or not, but they gave the watch as an example. So what Apple are saying is usually you go up to your computer, and I know this is true for myself, so it probably is for many of you at home, but you'll go up to your computer, you'll type your password and click enter, it'll shake, say it's wrong, you'll type it again, maybe get it wrong again, and then the third time you're in. What happened now is, say you get to your MacBook, you open it up, instead of typing your password, it'll just log you straight in because you've got your watch on your wrist and that's already an authorised device. Now, a lot of you may be thinking, and there's ring bells going, there's alarm bells going off or security concerns. Whether or not this is actually going to come to light further on down the line, it's something that's obviously going to have to wait to see, as the software isn't out itself, or these updates for the watch, the phone and the MacBooks and the iMacs aren't actually out until fall this year. Again guys, it has been an exciting conference, even though there wasn't any mention of any new hardware. Again, I do believe this is going to happen later on in the year in September, so don't be too disappointed. We're most likely going to see some new hardware this year. But as always guys, please do hit that like button. If you've got any comments yourself about any of the things that I've mentioned, or anything that you saw in the conference and you want to discuss that, don't forget to comment down below. Do please hit that subscribe button if you want to keep seeing my latest content. And until the next time guys, I've been IDaniel. Peace.